is from Jace Hartford. Would the Seahawks sign Clay Matthews? He was at the Dome College as Pete, so what are the chances?
He played for USC under Pete Carroll is what he's trying to say there. We've heard this rumor a couple of times, Mitch. I think it would be interesting for Seattle to pursue this if they want a cheaper option if Jadeveon Clowney doesn't work out, which it does appear that ship has sailed. So
for me, though, as much as I like Clay Matthews, I mean, he did have 8 sacks last year, 33 tackles. I still think, though, he's a little bit too much of a name. He's 33 years old, and for Seattle, I think they've already kind of made that veteran move, going out and getting a player like Bruce Irvin who can kind of play that linebacker edge role. And if you want to go out and get Clay because you have connections with him all the way back at USC, cool. But if I'm Seattle, I'm going to say no to Clay Matthews.
I also don't love the fit. Their 4-3 scheme is built on big defensive ends. That is not what Clay Matthews is. So I don't think it's an ideal fit in Seattle.
Agreed. So something that isn't an ideal fit on every single person is this mask. Go to chatsports.com/NFL mask. It ships in 2 days. Yes, 2 days. And for only $14.99, you're going to be able to stay safe, okay? I understand that things have started to open up a little bit more, but if you want to go to NFL games this year, there's probably a pretty good chance you're going to have to wear an NFL mask. So we have masks for all 32 NFL teams. It'll be in the comments. I see it down there right now. It'll also be in the description. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Do what you need to do. It's only $14.99. Ships 2 days. Next question here on NFL Daily from Loyalty. Get a picture. Should the Bears still pick up Newton? You're the host of the Bears show. Go.
Bears fans continue to ask me this, and I say the same thing every time. Guys, a couple of things. One, they traded for Nick Foles already. This is kind of like the idea of the Chargers bringing in Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
You already have 2 quarterbacks that are at the top of your roster, Nick Foles and Mitchell Trubisky. Are either of those options great? Not particularly, but in the end, the reason they didn't go after Cam Newton in the first place is no one knows if he's healthy. And they're not going to wait to find out because we still don't know if he's healthy, and we don't know when he can take a proper physical. So, look, in theory, if he's fully healthy and you knew that, should they sign him? Yes. But if we knew that, a team would have signed him ages ago. So that's just kind of, the situation with Cam Newton right now. I'll be curious to see if he lands with the team this season.
Yeah, I totally agree. Let's go to Braden Black. What's up, man? Will Sam Darnold break out this season? P.S. Do you think the Jets will trade Adams? I don't think they will. So coming up here on our live show, we will dive into some AFC breakout contenders. You may or may not see Sam Darnold. I won't let you know, so stay tuned. I personally don't think the Jets trade Jamal Adams now, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's traded during the trade deadline.
Yeah, I think he's a prime deadline candidate because they have a brutal early schedule, and if they start slow and Adams continues to be unhappy, that seems like a time where maybe the value goes up a bit more, a team gets desperate, and they pull the trigger on an Adams trade. I'd be shocked if he got moved before the season.
I'm getting really desperate for some NFL football, and I'll tell you what, if it's shortened, I am going to be one upset SOB. So I hope everyone here is just hoping it into existence that the 16 games, that's what I want, all right? 16 games this year. So will the NFL shorten this season? Give me a Y for yes, N for no. I'm okay with them shortening preseason. I don't really care about that, to be honest. We can do 2 preseason games.
Let's just go to week 1. I don't care.
Week 1?
Hey, we don't need preseason. Let's just get the party started.
So will the NFL season be shortened? Y for yes, N for no. Kevin Otto's typing no about 100 times. Is that a boy? Max is typing no. I see Sam Z says yes. I personally am going to type N for no just because I can't do it. And so that the season doesn't get shortened, stay safe. Go to chatsports.com/NFL face mask. All right, let's get back into some of these questions from Freshy Neo.
Let me correct you. It's chatsports.com/NFL mask.
Oh,
if you guys want to get a face covering for your
bad.
favorite team, that link will be in the comments.
Fair enough. Out of all the teams, where do you think Jamal Adams is going?
The Jets. They're not moving him, guys.
Honestly, the team that I think has the best chance to trade for him is the Dallas Cowboys. If there's an actual trade, I do think it's the Cowboys.
See, I don't see, and I know
or
it's
if a team loses
it's a bit
player
contradictory because they did this with Cooper a couple years ago. I don't think they will trade for him in the middle of the season.
Okay.
I think if they were going to do that, it was going to be in an off season. Maybe it's next off season, but I think he's going to stay with the Jets in the end.
You're watching NFL Daily by Chat Sports. Make sure that you're using #NFL. This question comes from David Renteria, looking a lot like Big Chungus. Cardinals, playoffs. I think it's a question. So, Harrison, Are the Cardinals going to make the playoffs this upcoming year?
I know they're your trendy team, and I'm kind of there with you. I'm a believer in Kingsbury as an NFL offensive mind. I like Kyler Murray a lot. I think he's a dark horse MVP guy, and you know how I feel about Hopkins. It'll come down to their defense, I think, Mitch.
Absolutely.
Can their defense be top 15, top 16? 16 games of Patrick Peterson this year. Remember, he missed 6 last year with the suspension. If he kind of gets back to that all-pro mold, they've got a good shot, especially with the extra wild card spot. I think Arizona is definitely a team to watch for, not only this year, but over the next several years.
I love the addition, or I shouldn't say addition, the selection of Isaiah Simmons. I love what they did in the draft. And maybe one of the most underappreciated defensive players in the NFL, Chandler Jones.
Yes.
So for me, the Cardinals in the playoffs, I do think they're going to make it in. It might be, though, the 7th seed. Let's now go to Bosco Gamer. How many interceptions will Budda Baker get? So I know Bosco Gamer is a big Cardinals fan. So for all you Cardinal fans out there, go subscribe to our channel, chatsports.com/Cardinals TV. It's for all diehard Cardinals fans there. So Bosco Gamer, how many interceptions do you think Budda Baker is going to get?
One would be nice because he doesn't have one in his career. So let's start there. I was a big fan of his coming out of college. We'll see, entering year 4, what does Arizona get out of him? Can he be a breakout type of guy for them, get a couple of picks, and help stabilize that defense? 1 is a place to start, Bosco Gamer. Can we get 2? That'd be nice for the Arizona Cardinals.
So speaking of the Cardinals, we'll keep it rolling here with them. Who's going to have more wins in 2020? The Miami Dolphins, type D, or the Arizona Cardinals, type C? So both of these teams, I think, vastly improved this offseason. More the Dolphins, I would say, in free agency. The Cardinals made a great trade for DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
In terms of draft, I actually think the Cardinals had a better draft. At least that's my opinion.
I'm with you.
In terms of wins, though, I think the Dolphins have an easier division. The Cardinals' division's harder. I am still going to go with the Arizona Cardinals.
I'm going to go with Arizona because I have a pretty good feeling about what Kyler Murray is, even though the division's brutal. If they can win even just 2 games in the NFC West and do a good job the rest of that schedule, I like their chances because I don't know what the Dolphins are putting out there at quarterback.
Yeah, that's a fair point. So D for Dolphins or C for Cardinals. Next question coming in from Richard Lee. Do you think Tua plays 16 games in 2020?
That's kind of the big question when it comes to the Miami Dolphins, right? Is can Tua Tagovailoa stay healthy and be their franchise quarterback? I'll say this. I'd be surprised if he plays 16 games this year for this reason. I don't think they're going to rush him into play. Exactly. I think even if he's fully healthy, Fitzpatrick's your week 1 starter. That's just this smart long-term play for the Dolphins.
I think this. I don't think that he is going to play all 16 games. Now, if this was a normal offseason, I would say yes, he would have time to be able to prove himself, I think, in training camp, during OTAs, all that. Unfortunately, we don't have that this year, so I think they're going to take it slow, and when he's ready to go, they'll put him out there. Let's go to Jordan Robinson. Get a picture. Josh Rosen to the Buccaneers for a 5th rounder.
By the way, for you Dolphins fans, chatsports.com/DolphinsTV, our Dolphins-only YouTube channel, just crossed 100 subscribers, so go check that out for you Fins fans. Josh Rosen here. I don't know if you get a 5th for him at this point.
I was just going to say.
I'm lower on Rosen than most. I didn't like him a lot coming out of college. I judge quarterbacks a little harshly, I think. He couldn't win at UCLA. You know what I mean? And people are like, oh, well, XYZ, excuse. Well, he's been traded already once, and people want to trade him again. There's a reason he hasn't played that well. And, yeah, the situations haven't been great for Rosen, but at the same time, Ryan Fitzpatrick is out there balling out at 38 years old, and Rosen can't get on the field for the Dolphins. So
yeah, if I'm the Bucs, I'm not trading a 5th rounder.
If I'm the Dolphins, Rosen. I'm like, hell yeah, give us a 5th for Josh Rosen. That would be awesome.
Let's go to Chill Will. What up, Chill Will? Get a pick. Should the Kansas City Chiefs sign Colin Kaepernick to back up Mahomes?
I actually mentioned this a couple of videos ago on the Chiefs Report, youtube.com/ChiefsTV, for those of you Chiefs fans who want to check that out. I can't remember who threw it out there. A national media member threw it out there that stylistically it makes sense, which I agree with.
You'd think?
But I don't think they're going to go that route. They got Chad Henne.
I don't see the fit at all, to be honest with you. Colin Kaepernick's not going to be able to sling the ball. I mean, they have so many offensive pieces.
From a mobile quarter, yeah, it would not look the same. It would go. Andy Reid would adjust. The point. I think it was Doug Gottlieb, by the way, which whatever you think about him. The point he made was, look, Andy Reid got the best out of Michael Vick. True. Yep. Andy Reid made Donovan McNabb a pretty damn good NFL quarterback. True. Could he use Kaepernick's mobility and to be a decent player in that system? Maybe, but again, he hasn't played in 4 years, so who knows? I don't think the Chiefs are going to sign him.
Let's go to the next question now from Manny Villegas. What are your top 5 offensive lines? So top 5 offensive lines. Colts have got to be up there. I'll put the Raiders up there.
Titans.
You could put the Titans there. Maybe.
Normally you'd say Dallas, but without Frederick.
So I'm not putting Dallas there. I would have had the Eagles there, but now they take a step back. I'd throw probably the 49ers have got to be up in there.
They're in the mix.
How many is that? The Rams even. I think if the Rams can stay healthy, they have a pretty solid offensive line. Manny, it's a good question, but I think the Eagles' injuries that just happened to oh my God, his name is Brandon Brooks. They would have been a top 5 offensive line. No longer there. You might still be able to put the Cowboys there. I personally don't think so. Offensive line, though, the best offensive line in the league to me right now is the Colts, and then number 2, I think, is the Las Vegas Raiders. So the Raiders, in my opinion, have the best jerseys. But I'll ask you, and I'll ask everyone who's watching here, which NFL team has the best NFL jerseys? So go in the comments. LSU Saints says the Saints. I'll actually put them also for one of the best offensive lines. Thank you. Bosco Gamer, Cardinals fan, says the Cardinals. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of red.
I like the Cardinals black unis. I think they're a good look. But the best single jersey is the Chargers powder blue still. Even the new ones. They're still really good. Yeah, they're really good. As far as the full, multiple jerseys, the full team, Baltimore is the Ravens. Their blacks are great. Their whites are good. Their purples are nice. I think the Ravens are the best unis.
So I am seeing a lot of Cowboys votes in there. So if you're looking for a new NFL jersey, we're going to be able to hook you up here at Chat Sports. So by going to chatsports.com/jersey deal, right now you can get jerseys for under $80, up to 25% off. Father's Day is coming around the corner here. Be able to get your dad something nice on June 21st. I found out that it's literally this Sunday. It's sneaking up on me. But hey, maybe he's a big NFL fan, or maybe you just need a new jersey. You can go get the Falcons' new jersey from Julio Jones. Not the craziest ATL. They look like the ones from
The Longest Yard.
The Longest Yard, yeah. But if you do need a new jersey, we're hooking you up with nice Nike jerseys. Chatsports.com/jersey deal. It'll be in the comments, and it's also in the description. Let's go to this question from Kevin Otto. Most underrated offenses and defenses heading into 2020. So how about you can go for underrated offense and underrated defense. I'll say underrated defense. I'll actually say the New Orleans Saints because I think we talk about their offense so much. I absolutely love the addition that they made with Malcolm Jenkins, and I think you can look at Davenport maybe taking a step up. Underrated offense.
I still think you could throw the 49ers in there. The average NFL fan doesn't realize how good that offense was last year from a statistical standpoint.
Over 400 and 50 points scored, which was third highest in the
but
NFL.
People don't know that for whatever reason.
That's fair.
Who else underrated? Kevin's obviously a Bengals fan. They got a chance, right? If Burrow comes in and ball, if A.J. Green's healthy, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon, they've got the skill players. It's going to come down to Burrow's development and offensive line.
Let's go to one more question here from Revise. Who going to have a better career, Tyler Lockett or DK Metcalf? So, Revive, looks like you might be a Seahawks fan, so I like the question here. Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf. I'm going to go Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, he's more versatile, can do different things. I think Metcalf's a better pure burner, deep threat type, but Lockett's a good deep threat too. He's
just going to say.
He's an excellent return man. I don't think people realize how good Lockett is because the Seahawks run the football too much for whatever reason. And
Lockett is also the perfect fit for a player like Russell Wilson. They are perfect together.
Yeah, like scramble drill.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Lockett in Kansas City? On those
boy.
scramble. I mean, it would just be ridiculous.
Lockett and Tyreek Hill together would be one dangerous combination.
I think Tyler Lockett's the most underrated receiver in the league. I think he is that good. I like Metcalf, but I think Tyler Lockett's a pretty safe bet.